And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor Overclocked. Last time, we defeated Amane, and by extension Remiel, and have secured her body so that we can go into her mind and defeat Jezebel. Naoya has sequestered a location where we can do this safely without worry of being attacked by demons or the Shomonkai. I did a bit of a fusion drive off-screen. If you're not interested in hearing this, I'll leave a timestamp in the description so that you can skip past this, but I did change up my demons a little bit. Hold on, do not need to go to the Devil Auction, get me out of there. No, I don't need to go to the fusion menu either. Alright, so, new demons. I created an Astaroth here. I wanted to make sure I fused this guy with a lot of strength so they'd be relatively close to the level cap. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get an inheritance that completely capped him out, but it wasn't too bad. What I did is I pulled a Hanuman out of the compendium and fused him with Berserker to create a Aravada, and then I fused that Aravada off with Astaroth, or Tau-T that I created to create Astaroth, which enabled him to get Megiddo, as well as Berserk and Dual Shadow. He's not going to be the strongest thing around, and I'm definitely going to want to overwrite Deathbound because his vitality is just horrible, but he is a good demon to have for the immediate future. As you can see, in my drive to get new skills, I have gained quite a bit of experience, so we should be set for the upcoming story battles, and I don't think it'll be super necessary to do any 3 battles going forward. At least until we get to the next point where they update, so not much to concern ourselves with there. They stay static for quite a while. Next up, I fused off the the Mothmen that we had in reserve. I took the 2 weakest ones to create an Earthus, then leveled that Earthus up a bit and fused him into the strongest Mothman that I had to create Kato Blepas. As you can see, he is pretty magically focused due to his components, so I gave him Ice Boost and Bufudyne. Definitely I'd like to use Magnetite Overload to write some skills onto him as well, but he should be able to do decent single target damage with Bufudyne. I've got Endure on him so that he can survive singular attacks. Maybe at some point I'll see if I can't get Anti-Most onto him via Mitama Fusion, but that's not super critical. Here we've got Satan Taisei. I just took Kresnik and fused him with an Eros to create him, so there was a little bit of stat decay there. He doesn't have quite as much strength, but he still has enough. Once he levels up, he'll learn Hasohapa, which he'll be able to put to really good use with Pierce and Fizzamp, so looking forward to that. After I fused off Berserker, I pulled him back out of the compendium and created an Earthus by just fusing 2 Ogres together and created a Yaksa here. As you can see, he's got great strength, Berserk, and Fizz Boost. Again, like Astaroth, his relatively low Vi means Deathbound is not going to do that much, so I'll probably overwrite that with Brutal Hit, or maybe even Mowdown, or if we can get Hasohapa in the near future, that would be pretty nice to put on him as well, and I don't think there's anything else that I grabbed, no. But I may as well show off that Tau-T that I created, because I am kind of tempted to pull him out of the compendium at some point. As you can see, he's got Megiddo and Ice Amp Bufudyne, and he could be potentially very useful for grinding free battles, but that is neither here nor there. There's a bunch of other demons we could potentially fuse at this point. Let's just take a look at our search options here. As you can see, we can fuse all the way up to Agaras, and we've got quite a few interesting demons like Huanyao, we've got Aryoshi here, we've got Megami Norn is definitely a big one. Take a look at that spell she's got there, Prayer, and Fairy Spriggan. If I upgrade Vivian, I could probably make a very good Spriggan. He's also got very flexible skill list, so there's a lot of options there, but that's just stuff I'm gonna think about off screen. We also got access to Cerberus. Nothing too important there. Alright, that's all of the demon breakdowns there. Let's get into the battle for, well, we're actually probably gonna do a couple battles today, but let's get into the first battle of the day.
I'll begin linking our comps to Amane's mind.
Alright, I'm ready anytime, Naoya.
Wait a sec. Can we really fight inside someone's soul?
You're overthinking this. A human soul isn't as immense as you may assume. It's based on one's experience with the real world, external stimuli, and inner thoughts. Unfortunately, it isn't easy for someone in their right mind to cast off their reason. We'll need to look out for Jezebel, as we'll be fighting on her home turf. What's more, by now, it has a tight grip on Amane's original soul. We have to be ready for the possibility that it'll use Amane's soul against us.
I don't really get it. We gotta deal with not just Jezebel, but Amane's own self? I mean, not that it matters.
You're mostly correct. Even if she weren't under Jezebel's control, Amane would oppose what we're doing. But be careful. If her soul dies, Jezebel will have full control over her body. We must defeat Jezebel without killing Amane.
Alright, sounds good to me. Let's do this.
Reliable as ever. Now let's begin.
Are we inside Amane's mind?
Huh. Pretty cool. It really ain't any different from the real world.
Yeah, and probably we've never left. I mean, our bodies are probably still there.
You'd think so, but this is the comp's visualization of the world inside Amane's soul.
So basically, when I look at you guys, I'm seeing illusions the comp is showing me.
Do you see now how much one's senses affect the soul? That's why we must be careful here. If the soul senses death, the body will follow its lead, and that will become reality.
Alright, so if we die in the mental world, we die in real life.
Yes. Defeat here means defeat in reality, directly resulting in our deaths.
What a pain. So we can't lose. Fine, let's get this done already.
All right, everyone. Search for and destroy Jezebel.
Oh ho! I found the maiden! The maiden looks dazed. She must be lonely, ho! Who goes there? I hear a voice, ho! Who dares to track mine through mud through another soul? Ho? What's up with the maiden? Is she a broken?
What's going on? The scenery suddenly changed.
They're so rude, aren't they, Amane?
That's Jezebel. Looks like she saved us the trouble of having to find her.
So tactless. See? Amane agrees. That's why y'all should just die. You're gross, ho! And old! I can't lose as one as old as you! Hee-ho! I smell it. I smell it. You have the power of a bell, don't you? Just like me. Good. I like power. I'll take it from you in the name of Master Belberith.
The power of Bel. Then he is qualified to become the King of Bel.
You can stay in Amane's mind because I've got her hooked up to the comp. If I'm defeated, you'll be trapped here forever. Keep that in mind.
Alright, thanks for the warning, Naoya. Anybody else notice I've gotten over the hymns and now I'm just starting to say alright when I lead off with a sentence? Whatever. But as Naoya said, if he gets defeated, we're in trouble, so let's not let that happen. As you can see, we only have 2 skills to crack here, both of them on Jezebel. Judgment is just a skill that halves the HP of any foe that is not resistant to curse. But the one we want to get is Mana Aid. We'll be able to get Judgment from free battles later. And we want to follow a very particular thing to deal with Jezebel here. You'd think with all the fire around, ice would be the way to go here, but no, actually, she's vulnerable to force. So keep that in mind, keep that in mind. I'm gonna get my party ready, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, I've got everybody set up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rush in with a Force Amp Zandine and Magic Yin. Going to have Yama boosted up with Awakening even further. And unfortunately, Kato Blippas, he is not set up for this fight properly. Bufudine and Ice Boost isn't going to do him any good, but he can heal us if we need it. So I should be able to weather most everything that Jezebel can do, save for Holy Dance, but I'm not overly concerned about that. So long as I have demons supporting me, that's not going to do huge damage. And I may get Black Frost in to help me out, since she's vulnerable to physical attacks. With that all taken care of, let's get this battle underway. So we're gonna go slow and steady to start this fight out.
Let's go. We'll defeat Jezebel.
Are you so sure? If you attack me, I'll take Amane with me. That's a horrible plan, ya old crone! Your soul is darker than mine, oh!
Quit getting scared at every little thing. We're going to attack.
Well, well, what troublesome children. So this is letting you know that every point of damage that you deal to Jezebel will be inflicted on Amane in turn, so be mindful of that. Fortunately, we can't actually kill Amane by damaging Jezebel, so don't worry about that. So we're just going to take this slow and steady to start and let the Decarabias come to us. If they will. Okay, so they're not playing ball here, so let's see. I know exactly what to do here. Let's just have Black Frost send Astaroth into reserve, and we will bring in a different demon. We will bring in one of our own Culebras. Not going to be too useful against these. Maybe I should have sent Satan Taisei into reserve. It's not a huge deal. Basically, I just want to draw the fire of the Decarabia here. Okay, so he's still not playing ball. Come on. Oh, jeez. Come on. Okay, still not playing ball. One thing to be mindful of with Jezebel is that she does have a attack range of 3, so you have to be mindful of just how close you get to her. Okay, so yeah, he does have shield all, so let me think about this. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Let's stow Culebra. I'm just gonna leave Black Frost in the attack range because I'm not overly concerned if he gets hit one time. And let's bring Astaroth back out. I was just thinking about, you know what, this plan is stupid. I should have just done this from the start. So he's probably going to eat a hit from, what is it? Jezebel, but I'm not overly concerned about that. Let's hit him with Astaroth's Megiddo. Should be able to go twice here. Yeah, you do that. So yeah, Satan Taisei's attack, just eaten. Maybe I should have... Nah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Ooh, man. That was some nasty damage there. Alright, nothing to be afraid of from that. And we'll just hit him with another Megiddo. Take him down a peg here. Unfortunately, Astaroth's magic power, not the best in the world, but it's not too terrible either. It is unfortunate that the Decarabia survived, though, because he's still blocking the direct path to Jezebel, which is really annoying. Oh, well, we can live with that. We can live with that. As you can see, standing in the flames here, not exactly good for your continued health, but nothing we can't handle. So, we've got our first strike to deal with from Jezebel. The nice thing about... Ooh, darn. The nice thing about healing is that it does activate... Yes, okay, that's actually preferable. Just denies herself a extra turn there. So as you can see, Amane's spirit takes a little bit of damage there. Oh, Amane looks like she's getting hurt! If we keep this up, we'll kill Amane too, ho?
Keep up the attacks. Wound Jezebel, and Amane will eventually come around. But you better be careful. Attack Jezebel without destroying Amane's soul.
Ah, careful is my middle name, now ya? Okay, let's end turn there. Let's give a... Let's give a revival to Black Frost. Man, this is just like... Why are these guys not playing ball with me? Yeah, well, I really do dislike how the enemies will sometimes just hole up there and not let you get an opportunity to, or not allow you to bait them. Granted, it's good strategy. They are running counter to what I'm trying to accomplish here. Alright, let this guy get himself killed. Alright, with that stupid Decarabia finally out of the way, I can finally approach Jezebel and actually do what I've been planning to do this whole fight. Alright, Amane takes another little bit of damage from the reflect there. Now, Black Frost looks like he's in a pretty bad situation, but he's actually perfectly fine. Don't worry about him, because this fight changes up once you deal considerable damage to Jezebel. Alright, let's get the Awakening going here. And let's unload our payload onto Jezebel. So yeah, we'll hit her with the Amped Zandine, and Yama will unfortunately have to use Drain, because she's relatively resistant to everything else. I'll just have... Kato Blepas use a, what is it? Medea there. Alright, drain her down. Once our turn comes back around, I'll definitely want to have Kato Blebus put into reserve, but for right now I don't really have a choice on that matter. Man, how'd she not cost herself an extra turn there? Whatever. So let's just keep hitting her with Xandine and keep using Drain here. We should be able to finish her off with another Assault, and I can pull in something that can actually do good damage here. Oof. Yama's in pretty rough condition. Alright, what's she gonna do? Maragidine? That is fine. Alright, so... with that much damage done to Amane...
What? Jezebel, what's going on?
Look what you've done. She's reclaiming her. So be it. I'll draw in her soul again.
I can't allow myself to be Jezebel's captive. Remiel, give me strength. Jezebel, I won't be controlled by you. This is my soul.
She sat down, Ho. Is she too tired?
Are you the ones responsible for the weakening of Remiel's power? How dare you?
Get on your feet. Or do you want Jezebel to devour you? You can't win like this. And if you succumb again, we die too. We have to cooperate, whether you like it or not.
Do you think you've escaped? Master Belberith will be angry if I let you do that. Come back to me. I'll possess you again.
An illusion. Be careful. If Amane gets possessed again, she'll never come out of it. And if that happens, we'll be prisoners in this world as well.
Alright, so, bit of a mix-up happening here. Now we have evil Amane clones. Kato Blepas is actually, or dying there is not a huge deal. It actually gives us an opportunity to pull in somebody else, which I think Mikazuchi will be fine for that. And we can use one of our turns from Miss Mari to revive the characters that have died on my end. Let's see. As a matter of fact, I want to start spamming Recarms from everyone. So let's have Naoya give a Recarm to Astaroth over there. We'll have Miss Mari do a Sama Recarm onto... what is it? Yama there. Okay. Man, I am so sorry. I don't know what my problem is recently, but I have just been losing my train of thought like crazy in recent videos. Apologies if me stumbling over my words has been really irritating. Anyways, now that we've got that set up, let's see here. We do have to be mindful of Amane at this point, as she is going to be under fire from these Amane clones here. You know what? I have a plan, actually. Let's heal up Astaroth and Satan Taisei, and we're actually going to have Black Frost now. Oh, hey, she can heal herself. So much the better, so much the better. Well, now that that's established, let's see here. We'll come over this way. And let's see, can Black Frost launch an attack on Jezebel from here? Yes, he can! Yes, he can! Good thing I set up that dual skill crack here, so let me see. Yeah, we should be able to take her out. Let's go all in with our attacks here. Healing puts us at good standing at the start of this fight. Go with power hits. We'll throw in Berserk, throw in Brutal Hit. This should deal some pretty good damage here. Check it out. Maybe I should have gone with Berserk instead. Yeah, definitely should have gone with Berserk. Yeah, you try and use Judgment on us. As you can see, my guys are set to bear. That is of no concern to us. Got Black Frost the extra turn there. Astaroth is down, but Jezebel took herself out. Alright, that was perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. And we've got Mana Aid. Good stuff. This can't be. So you are indeed a Bell after all. But even if you take my power, Master Belberith is ever King of Bell. Taiki felt the power of Jezebel come to rest inside him. I have to double check what we got from that, because I'm actually not sure what Jezebel increases for you.
You have my gratitude, but hereafter, We are enemies. Next time we meet, I will hold nothing back. Remiel will be my strength.
Sounds like fun. Not like we have any qualms about killing you either. No need to stay here anymore now that we have Jezebel's power. Let's go. Well, well, it seems we made it back safely.
Yeah, that was no problem at all.
We're really coming together as a team, huh? So, what do we do with the chick? Get rid of her?
Leave her. If we kill her now, the Shumonkai wouldn't give us a moment's peace. No need to make more enemies than we have to before our objective is met.
Yeah, I suppose we can kill her whenever we need to.
Now, on to the matter of what we need to do next.
Naoya. Isn't it about time you told us the truth? You only tell us what we're doing right now. If we're gonna put our lives on the line for this plan, I want to know the whole thing.
Tired of blindly following orders? I thought it was about time you spoke up.
If you knew, then... Ugh, you're always like that. You drag us into the lockdown, you make us fight the bells, you decide everything we do. We knew how worried Yuzu was about us, but we left her to stand here with you. I can't go on without knowing what the plan is or your reasons behind it. We're not your pawns!
Wrong. That's exactly what you are.
Oh, come on. You know what? Fine, now, if that's what you really think.
You have a talent for playing the fool. I'll grant you that. You have indeed been fine pawns. Haven't I also been an important pawn in your plan?
Yeah.
Atsuro, don't turn your face from reality. The truth is the truth, however you dress it. You want to lift the lockdown. I want to make him overlord. Our interests align. But that won't be enough if we lose our trust in each other. So I'll tell you. To become the King of Bel, he must defeat all the Bels and encounter Babel.
And let me guess, Babel is directly related to the Tower of Babel?
Babel is a mass of energy lost by the original Bel when God cast it into the demon world. It developed a will of its own, and now Babel itself is a demon. The final objective of the War of Bel is to gain that vast power dormant within Babel. The summoning server you've sought. It is none other than Babel itself.
Wait a sec. You're saying Babel is the server managing the summoning program?
Yes. Only the one worthy of becoming the King of Bel may summon and awaken Babel. In doing so, the challenger will meet his final test. Thus, the name King's Gate. He who passes the test is crowned the King of Bel.
And I just need to defeat all the Bel in order to pass this test, right?
Who knows? We won't find out for certain until we come face to face with Babel.
Then where's the server this Babel is in?
It's currently in Belberith's possession. After the server was completed, he took it to the demon world, claiming that would increase the program's efficiency. But what Belberith really wanted was to summon Babel. With Babel being a mass of sentient energy, he used the server as its medium.
As a medium?
The king can derive massive power from Babel. However, Babel's nature prevents it from being seen or touched. Therefore, Belberith chose to give Babel a physical body, the server, so he could challenge it.
Okay, so... is it because it uses thoughts that he went with the server?
Ah, you noticed that. I'm rather impressed. The server harnesses the flow of thoughts. Its user can bend it to his or her will. While Babel, a being of sentient energy, is very close in nature to human thoughts. Belberith probably concluded that the server would be ideal to interface with Babel.
And that... Alright, so... I'm actually not sure what the ideal thing to say here would be, but we can presume at this point that to get to Babel, and by extension to get to the server and control the demons, we have to defeat Belberith.
Yes, Belberith probably brought it there to keep Babel in arm's reach.
But that's really bad for us. Belberith is using the server as a medium for Babel, right? If he completes the final test before we do, he'll become King of Bel.
Don't worry. Yes, Belberith stole the server to use as Babel's medium, but clearly he doesn't yet meet the qualifications to become the King of Bel. If he did, he'd have taken control of all demons by now. Yet, our comps still work.
Ah, I see. Since the war for the throne of Bel is still going on, we just gotta go through Babel's trial before Belberith does.
Okay, so let's take care of the qualifications first then.
Exactly. Once that is met, we'll attempt to access Babel. The server containing Babel is in the demon world as we speak. But humans can't reach it. Even we can't overcome the demon hordes to reach Babel alive.
Then what do we do? Even if we get qualified to be king, a fat lot of good it does us with Babel in that world.
But we don't need to go there. Babel appears in response to the voice of the one qualified to become king. All we need is to make Tokyo more easily reachable by Babel and summon it here.
Say what? And how exactly are we supposed to pull that off?
The human world and the demon world are practically adjacent, save for a wall between them. We simply destroy the wall.
A wall?
That's right, a wall. The fierce gods known as the Four Devas maintain it. Jikoku, one of the four, was defeated by Jezebel 6 months ago to weaken the wall. That's why anyone in Tokyo can now use the summoning program to call forth demons. If we eliminate the remaining 3 Devas, the wall between the worlds will disappear.
Okay, so instead of going to the demon world, we kind of bring the demon world to us, or at the very least make it easier for something prominent like Babel to get through it. Let's do it.
Whoa there! Does that mean the 2 worlds will merge into one? We can't have that.
Ah, but no matter what we do today, the result will be the same. The spread of the summoning program has given rise to an equal spread of demons, drawing the demon world closer to this world. In but a few days, the border between the two will collapse, bringing an end to this world.
So in the end, we have no choice but to do this.
Now you understand. We don't have much time left, so let's start hunting the Devas.
Alright, fine by me. Where are they?
With Jikoku gone, the wall of power must have become unbalanced. The other 3 have vacated their usual places and seem to have scattered around Tokyo. Bishamon, believed to be the strongest of the 4, is at Eikokuji near Ikebukuro.
I get it. So that's the stuff you had to research yesterday.
Precisely. Well, still don't trust me?
Trust ain't got nothing to do with this. Now come on, let's quit talking and go.
Good. Our first stop will be Eikokuji in Ikebukuro. We have a Deva to slay.
Alright, well, let's go for a bit of length on this video and actually do this. And I'm totally just doing this because it'll make it easier to space out the recordings a bit. Okay, so... not space out, pace out. So, we've got a Deva to defeat, and now he is deciding to go in reverse order, starting with the strongest, which I like that plan. That means the rest of this will be a breeze.
Here we are. Welcome to Eikokuji.
Huh. So this is Bishamon's pad?
Ah, come on. Kaido, don't you know your history? I don't, but I have played this game before.
Indeed. Eikokuji is actually dedicated to Nyorin Kannon. The Devas must be borrowing other gods' power to make up for Jikoku's loss.
Huh. Oh yeah, you said earlier that the Devas are scattered around Tokyo. Well, wherever they are, it won't stop us from crushing them like toothpicks.
The protectors of Tokyo, huh? I feel kind of guilty about all this. Is it gonna be okay?
Come on, don't worry about it, Atsuro. There's no reason to be concerned.
Oh, you slay me, man. You know the score. I think you got a good shot at being Overlord.
Yeah, what was I saying? This is our only choice. Okay, the deadline's at 1200. Let's get everything done before then.
Remember, Bishamon is the protector of northern Tokyo. He's the strongest of the Devas, so don't let your guard down. There he is. Bishamon.
You demons. Without Jikoku, we have concentrated our efforts into a single task. Preventing the demon realm from coming forth. We will not hand you the city. Kneel before my power. Oh, come on. I expect you to be the one to kneel. There's a lot of no-you responses in this route.
You are such a pain. Why do you even resist?
Your words are futile. Bishamon, Guardian of the North, shall strike you down. We're out of time too, ho! As the warrior of love and rage, I attack! Alright, so we've got another fight here that will end upon defeating the boss. The final day of Devil Survivor is kind of like Fire Emblem Three Houses, really. Lots of boss kill objectives. But we can get some pretty good stuff here. We can get Hasuhapa, or we could potentially get Attack All from Bishamon. I think Hasuhapa is the best thing to go for. I'm going to set everybody up to crack that, and that'll give us a good option to write with mag overloads. Let me get my team set up here, because we're going to go in and try to bait the enemy again. We don't want to rush in and get overwhelmed, so let me get my team set up here, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, I think we're pretty good here. Sorry, I just kind of clicked dispatch. I set myself up for a Megiddo burst comp using Awakening and Magic Yin to take out enemies without them getting a chance to retaliate at all. With Hecate and Tyranny to back us up and Drain when I need it, we should be able to keep the MP going for this. I've also set myself up with Bufudyne and Ice Amp to take on Bishamon when he starts to come towards us. Bishamon will wait towards the back starting out, but he will eventually begin to work his way towards us. Yorin Kanon, allow me to borrow your power. And by eventually, I mean he'll start doing that in short order. Anyway, let's get these demons taken out here. Let's see. Just trying to think about who would be the best to go with. Let's get Awakening going up. One thing to be mindful of with the Rangdas is that they love casting Diahama, and it is a high priority spell. It inflicts you with the Curse status ailment, which prevents you from utilizing healing. It'll block any healing you get, including MP healing, so be very, very mindful of that. Shouldn't be too big of a deal for us. Yeah, you go ahead and use Mazio. Alright, so they're not doing that. That's good for us. Alright. Oh, man, look at that. Yeah, that's the kind of damage you can expect to lay out with Awakening and Magic Yin. Really good stuff at this point. Ooh. Do I want to write anything? These are demons that I don't feel like need it, so we'll pass on that. Alright, now let's continue forward. Gotta be mindful of these Rangdas back here. They do have Culebras at their disposal. So, let's see, this one. That's one I should be able to get to this demon right over here. Not have to worry about it. Let's have Devil Speed in effect so that we can do good damage here. I've got Miss Mari set up with Ice Boost and Ice Dance, but I think I'll go with Agidyne in an attempt to delete one of the Rangdas here. Let's use Bufudyne in the center, and Holy Dance from Lakshmi should do us some good there. Yeah, check that out. Awesome stuff. Oh, wow! She didn't even get a chance. Way to go, Katoblipas. And let's just use Affection to get rid of that Curse status. I'll have Naoya just hold back a little bit. He'll come up right next to me. And let's have Black Frost move in, and hopefully... no, I'm not going to be able to do that, but that's okay. We don't need to get an attack in on that one Rangda at the moment. Alright, here they come. Yeah, that's actually pretty ideal. Don't have to worry about dealing with the initiative bonus from the Theryus when they do that. And let's just focus on deleting Rangda there. Mostly because I don't really have good attacking options otherwise. Fortunately, Mari, just look at how tanky she is when you set her up with resistances. Her amazing vitality and magic just makes her so hard for the enemy to kill if you set her up with a, what I like to call an immortality composition. Okay. I'm just thinking about what's the ideal way to go here. Let's have Naoya just head over here. Yeah, Naoya, unfortunately, not really in position to do anything too amazing here. We got two sets of Culebras here. Let's not go too far and aggro Bishamon towards Black Frost. Alright, so Black Frost not going to be able to do anything directly to Rangda, but we should be able to delete her with Bufudyne. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Pretty close, pretty close. And the Megiddo here should just polish them off. So yeah, because Culebra is cursed, as you can see, he gets no MP. But he has enough MP to contribute, at least minorly, in the fight going forward. Only have one more wrong to concern ourselves with. And they are basically of no threat to Miss Mari. Let's see. I'm not going to have now you do anything. Let's... do I want to attack this... No, I don't want to attack it. Let me just take a look at Bishamon's movement range here. Yeah, he's only got 2. So, in theory, if I just park myself here, he shouldn't be able to do anything before I get a chance to do anything. I'll have... Now you just take a little step forward. And let's have Miss Mari heal herself up and then go in on the offensive here. We should be able to take out this formation, no problem. And no problem it was indeed. Holy Dance, Agidine just completely dumpstered them. Alright, so let's have everybody just defend here, and I'm going to take it to Bishamon. Let's remember, get the Awakening going, and let's go in. I am Diva of the North, the god, Bishamon, bow down before me. Oh, come on, witness the power of humanity. Alright, so one thing to be mindful of is the Okano Mitama back there. He does have Endure, so he will survive, so I'm actually gonna have, actually no, I'll have Hecate use Bufudine and Bishamon there. And let's, actually, nah, let's just go full force with our Bufudines to start off. Make sure that we deny him the extra turn, and that we get our own extra turn in effect. Okay, nothing to worry about from the Ukano Mitama there, and geez, yeah, this guy just doesn't stand a chance. Let's just finish him off with Bufudines, Holy Dance, anything that we feel is effective here. There we go, he's taken out, and we get Hasuhapa. No problem in that fight at all, and honestly, that was just completely unnecessary. I mostly just fought all the Rangdas to get the experience. If you so desire, you can set it up so that you can just rush Bishamon from the start of the fight, and end it immediately that way. Magnificent. Such strength! You're all worthy of praise, humans. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Now believe me, if I did not do the free battles leading up to this video, that would not go as nearly as cleanly as it did. The enemies ramp up significantly at this point.
You were much too arrogant. Did you think you stood a chance against me?
No, yeah, you literally didn't do anything in that fight. Get off your high horse. Bishamon can now be fused using the Cathedral Shadows. Unfortunately, we cannot turn Mikazuchi into him because he is a level 65 demon. As now you said, he's the strongest of the Devas. We did it, ho! He won! We beat, ho, the stuffing out of Bishamon, ho!
I still don't feel too good about this. He was watching over Tokyo after all.
Jeez, how long are you gonna keep whining about that? You want power, right? You want stuff to go the way you want it to? We all do.
What? That's not true!
You just what? You came along because you wanted to save people? What BS. You just want a reason to keep doing what you're doing. You don't want the responsibility. Man's basically rotten, so what's wrong with wanting power? If something pisses you off, crush it. Who cares? As long as you stand behind your word.
I know, but it's not that easy.
Take your time and settle the matter. But this world will change. Don't be left behind.
Huh? What the hell? The sky's all...
The air's so heavy all of a sudden. I don't like the way this feels.
The power separating the two worlds has weakened. We're one step closer to our goal.
This is because we defeated Bishamon, huh?
Oh, this feels awesome! Kinda gives me a buzz.
Man, there's a lot of sexual overtones with some of the things that Kaido says now that I'm actually stopping to listen to these cutscenes. Anyways, let's not let Kaido get too caught up in his ecstasy. Let's get the last two Devas defeated.
Yo, Naoya, where's the next fight at?
To the south, Zocho is at Sengakuji.
Sengakuji? Oh yeah, I heard of that before. Wasn't it in Shinagawa?
I'm slightly concerned that I can't sense Komoku. We'd best remain cautious.
It'll be fine, ho! Let's hurry and beat up the 4 Devas, ho! Well, Black Frost, they're kind of down to the 2 Devas at this point. But yes, we've got more Devas to battle in the next video, but that's where we're going to leave it with this one. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, though, goodbye.